Headquarters, Sub-Military District of Rio Grande, San Antonio, April 8, 1862. Fellow soldiers of the 1st Regiment, Texas Mounted Riflemen, your country needs your services longer. Shall she have them is the question for you to decide. Will you respond to her second call upon you as promptly and nobly as you did to the first? Or will you leave her ranks in the midst of her darkest hour of trial? My own heart answers for you that you will not abandon her flag at this hour, and that you will re-enlist immediately. Should you do so, your term of service will be for 2 years from the expiration of your present term of 12 months. You will be continued as mounted riflemen and be permitted to retain the arms you now have, and each non-commissioned officer and soldier will be entitled to $50 bounty and a furlough not to exceed 60 days, to be regulated by circumstances. Should enough men re-enlist in each company to authorize it to reorganize, and enough companies reorganize to form a regiment or battalion, you will have the right to elect all your commissioned officers. Having served with them 12 months, you ought to make good selections. The War Department declines to give the guarantee that I asked for the regiment, which was that it should not be kept on the frontier, but be permitted to go into the field where fighting will be done, but says that its services may be required in another section of the country. The state regiment will be kept on the frontier, which will be sufficient for its protection, while they act on the defensive, which is necessary at the least while the war continues. Hence, it is my opinion that the regiment to which you belong will not be needed there, and of course will not be kept where their services are not necessary. It is reported and believed that I have been appointed Brigadier General. If so, I hope to go where there is a foe to meet upon the battlefield, and if so permitted, and you are in the service, I shall ask the government to let you go with me as a portion of my permanent brigade. We commenced together among the very first soldiers in this war. My heart, soul, body, home, wife, children are all in it. The blood of my brother, who was to me the dearest being on earth, has been shed in it, and I intend to remain in it until peace is made, or, like that brother, fall in the defense of my country. I call upon you, as my companions in arms, to remain in service with me until we see our enemies vanquished and our country free. Our cause is just, and if we will do our duty, God will give us success. Not being able to be with you, Lieutenant Colonel Frost is entrusted with the re-enlistment and reorganization of the troops. He understands his duty and will do it firmly and kindly under the orders from the War Department. H. E. McCulloch, Colonel, 1st Regiment, Texas Mounted Rifles, C.S.P. Army. About the author. Henry Eustace McCulloch was born on December 6, 1816, in Rutherford County, Tennessee. He was a soldier in the Texas Revolution, a Texas Ranger, participated in the Mexican-American War, and a brigadier general in the Confederate Army. In the 1830s, Henry shared in his brother Ben's economic attempts by transporting goods by raft on the Mississippi River. Henry and Ben made plans to meet Davy Crockett's Tennessee boys at Nacogdoches on Christmas Day, 1835. However, Ben contracted measles and was bedridden for several weeks, thereby keeping them from participating and being killed during the Alamo Battle. In 1838, both brothers made a living as surveyors. They also had a reputation as Indian fighters. On August 20th, 1840, Henry married Jane Isabella Ashby of the DeWitt colony and had 12 children. In 1843, he was elected sheriff of Gonzales and opened a mercantile business there. Henry served in both houses of the Texas legislature from Guadalupe County, being elected to the House of Representatives in 1853 and the Senate in 1855. A few days after the Texas Secession Convention voted for secession from the Union on February 1, 1861, the Texas Committee of Public Safety established a provisional army in which McCulloch received a commission as colonel. In 1876, as a reward for his services to Texas, he was appointed superintendent of the Deaf and Dumb Asylum, later the Texas School for the Deaf. He resigned that position in 1879. He was also a trustee in the local Methodist Church. Henry Eustace McCulloch died on March 12, 1895, at Rockport, Texas, and was buried in San Geronimo Cemetery in Seguin. He received a full Masonic funeral, having been an active Freemason in Guadalupe County Lodge. Thank you for stopping by, Lady Carrie Ann. Please subscribe, like, and share. Count your many blessings every single day.